great we look. This looks so good.
We're really matching, yeah.
Yeah, love it.
Hey, hi!
Hi!
I'm Matt.
And I'm Athena.
And welcome and welcome back to our channel.
It's nice to have you today. We're talking about some really realistic things today, right?
We're talking about life.
We're talking about life.
Real life.
Hashtag designer life. That's what I...
So this week's video is about a day in the life, really. Because
It is.
we have a lot of projects happening. There's a lot going on right now.
And we love it.
So we're going to take you guys through what that looks like. We recorded it. We are going to tell you all about the process and our clients and what we're doing for them. And you get to actually see what it's like in the day of an interior designer. So this week we had to divide and conquer.
Yes.
We have a project happening in Sedona.
We do.
We have another project happening in Flagstaff.
We do.
We have another project happening in Tempe.
Yes.
We have another project happening in Ahwatukee Foothills. And this is just one day. Okay, so let's start with last Thursday. Tell us what you did.
Well, I got up really early in the morning. Very early.
How early?
Like 4.
4?
Because I had to get ready. I'm driving to Flagstaff. We had an early meeting on the job site, and the project in Flagstaff is in a lovely development called Pine Canyon. It's a great home. It's a little under 6,000 square feet, I think. I don't know, I'm getting confused. Is it under 6,000 square feet?
Really a great home.
On a golf course, so it's really pretty, and the community is just gorgeous. So on a framing walkthrough, the point of a framing walkthrough is that you actually get to see, kind of get a feel of the actual size of the spaces, right? For example, my client decided that a couple of the hallways, they wanted wider, okay? And fortunately enough, they can widen them at this point. Now that the framing is up, you can see exactly where maybe electrical might need to go, right? Also, doorways. How wide are the doorways? Do we like the width of those doorways? And we did change a couple of the doorways to widen it. And you're able to do that in a framing walkthrough as well. So there's just different things you're looking for in a framing walkthrough.
Yeah. So you were walking with the architect,
Yes.
the builder,
Absolutely.
the client,
Yes.
husband and wife,
The electrician
the electrician,
and the low voltage people.
and the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker.
Oh, and the painter. We had to pick the shingles out. We had to pick the siding on the home out. And we picked a shiplap style that was really pretty. It's a modern mountain home. So the shiplap was going to be stained. The eaves were going to be painted. We had to coordinate the shingles with all of this to make it look, all put together and spectacular.
And then accident.
Something bad happened. It was just something that was just out of the ordinary so much. So we're on this walkthrough, and the low voltage gentleman comes running up to the job site. Remember that I'm just in a framed house with concrete underneath, and says, oh my goodness, there's been an accident out here on the street. Now, so the home across the street has been there already for 11 years, all right? And it has a really steep driveway, and then it plateaus at the top. Well, they had a service person coming to their home that had a big contractor vehicle, and they forgot to put it in park. Okay. So of course, whose car is parked down at the end of the driveway? The designer slid all the way down, crossed the street, and took out my big SUV.
And she drives a bus, big black bus.
We like to refer to it as a rig. I do have 3 children, but that's besides the point. We were so shocked. It really did quite a bit of damage to the vehicle. So I was a little distracted after that. So my clients, who are so awesome, they took over the meeting with the low voltage people because they really needed to go over that anyway themselves. And so then at the end of the day, then I jumped back in my wrecked vehicle, which actually by shocker drove. I had to zip down to Sedona slowly so that I could start my project for the next day. So in Sedona, we were there to do a measure check because we do 3D drawings here at Interiors Remembered. And so all of the materials that we had selected, we put into the 3D drawing and we send it to our clients. And then the clients get a really great visual of how everything's laid out, how everything's scaled out. And they can be like, oh, right, this is the way we're gonna go. This is perfect. Or they can change, they can tweak some things. But this project is a home remodel. So it's not a new build like the one in Flagstaff. Clients are from New York. and
Love New
very
York.
creative. Yep, Schenectady, New York, that's where they're from. But our main purpose in this remodel is to tear out all of the old in some of the spaces and replace them with new designs, but that still adhere to the style and the character of the home. And in this case, it's kind of a Spanish style home, right? And they really wanted to lean into that more, that style. So we're not only updating it,
We're revitalizing it.
we're revitalizing it. We're gonna be doing some really fun stuff. We're using, I'm so excited over this freestanding copper tub. I think it has big rings on it and stuff. I'm like so excited about it. So the copper tub in the master bath is going to be a freestanding copper tub, and it's a slipper style, which means the back, one side comes up a little bit higher than the other. Super excited about that. All that was happening for me. These two weren't just sitting here twiddling their thumbs.
As I mentioned, we have a couple of clients here that we had to do some work for. One of them is we're doing a master bath remodel here in Tempe. And we're really excited about that. We met with Deandra from Burdett Cabinets, who's fantastic. And we did some measurements for the cabinets.
We just did a preliminary, but the cabinet company has to come in and do final measurements of the space so that when they illustrate the drawings, they're not wasting their time. They want to go in and get accurate measurements right off the bat so that they can produce drawings and an estimate for the project.
Yeah, so that's what we did at this client's home.
Where are we going?
We are going to a client's house right now to do a cabinet measure for some custom cabinets. He's doing a remodel in his master bath, and we are meeting with Deandra from Burdett Cabinets, who's going to take some measurements and do a custom cabinet spec.
Yay! Let's do this.
It was great because we actually got to finalize the selections for the cabinetry, the glass inserts, the paint,
The hard materials.
all the hard materials.
Yes.
So that was really fun. So then after the cabinet measure with Burdett, me and Riley, our design intern for the summer, scooted on over to another client's house where we're doing a furnishings update.
And where are we going to now?
Right now, we are going to another client to show her some flooring samples and some carpet samples. This is more of a refresh of an existing space. We're just doing some furniture updates, some carpet updates, and maybe a new floor for her home gym. So now we are going to show her what we got. So we had some fabulous carpet samples that we brought over to her house, and we're able to look at them with her. She could see and touch and feel.
Well, she has a sweeping staircase that's obvious. It's just fabulous when you walk into the door.
It's a beautiful statement staircase.
Yes, it is. Matt had spent quite a bit of time researching different carpet for her staircase that was really going to make a statement.
Yeah.
And so they were busy doing that.
You have to think about so many different things. You have to think about the style of the home, right? Like what's going to fit in here and keep it continuous. I learned a lot about rugs and fiber carpets.
Carpets.
Yeah, and like things that you can't walk on, and these are going to crush, and these are not going to crush, and wool is the best you can get. All those come into consideration when you're picking something like that. And of course, the staircase being such a signature focal point in the home,
Yes.
you want it to be able to be like, wow. We don't have our warehouse here of like stone and wood and carpet. We have to go to places and actually
We could
find
never
the
have
samples.
enough. We have so many great resources here in Arizona, and so it really takes time and planning to go out and look at different material options for these projects. And it's not just like a Saturday thing. It's not like, oh, we go out on a Saturday and we find all the materials that we need for a project. No. We have to do the research first of what products we think we might like to use. Then we have to find out where those products are, what manufacturer showroom in the town has them. And then also, we have to go and see it in person or order a sample physically. And that's, so there's a lot that goes into pulling this all together. Clients don't know, not that they don't understand, they just don't know that we have to do all of this legwork prior to being able to present them something. Even a preliminary design takes a lot of effort and time to do. And Michaela was where while you were doing that?
Michaela was here at the office, and she was doing renderings, because we do our digital renderings for our clients, and she was completing renderings for another client, their secondary bath.
Yes.
Because that's another full gut renovation that we have going on at the same time. And we picked out these beautiful sconces for the bathroom. All right, Michaela, what are you working on today?
I'm working on a bathroom vanity, and we're messing with the sconce placement. So we're trying to see what sconce will fit, how many sconces we should put on either side of the mirror. And so I have a few different layouts going so that we can show the client different options.
Nice. What program is this?
SketchUp.
Working in SketchUp. This is why it's important to do site walks, because we walk with the contractor and then our electricians and plumbers, and it turns out things that you plan from the beginning may not actually in reality work the way you want them to. So you have to be able to think on your feet, like how do we adjust and how do we refine. So Michaela spent some time doing that, really going through those details and making sure that what we picked actually fits in the space, that it coordinates with everything, and it's going to work for the contract.
It really stops you in your tracks, and you're like, well, how do I still make this happen? And we really advocate for our clients, so it's important that we try and shift gears and see if there's something else that we can do that will still be the same quality, still be the same look. It might not be the exact same thing, might not be the exact same item,
but sometimes it's an even better solution.
It is. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the information on this video and got to see some of our live shots of our projects that we have going on.
So we gotta say goodbye.
Wait a minute, no. Please don't forget to
like and
subscribe and share.
And click the arrow below to share.
Share.
Bye. See you next week. Okay,
I can't believe how good we look together.